Hello, I'm Sneaky Punk and welcome to my hashtag number 8 of my evolution of cooking. Today we will be going to discuss all about Auguste Escoffier, the birth of the modern gastronomy. So what was his approach to the culinary arts? Okay, basically Chef Auguste Escoffier is a chef, a businessman, a genius inventor that changed the French culinary arts forever. So his first contribution at the time when chefs were still basically servants was to rehabilitate the artisanal dimension of the profession. One he compared to the fine arts in the 19th centuries, while everyone was passionate about science and chemistry. He was the one who first to write a recipe book with the precise quantities, creating reproducible dishes and leaving less room for improvisations. He was also renowned for having a change and atmosphere in the kitchen. He started out in a harsh and a physical environment plagued by alcoholism and violence, believing that it was impossible to cook properly in this condition. He banned alcohol and tobacco in his kitchen. Later, he reorganized the responsible of each staff member and invented the concept of brigades, or they call it the kitchen teams. A system is still in place in upscaling restaurants today. While certain divisions and specialties already existed, he rearranged them into a production line and shared out roles more evenly. What did he change about food itself? His major revolution was to lighten up the meals he cooked. That may come as a surprise, as the following generation constantly criticized his style for being too heavy, overly substantial, and with too many courses. However, he had already reduces the regular menu size by more than a half, shifting from some 15 courses to just 6 or 7. Wow, it's a very long course. Escoffier lived from 1846 to 1935, one of the most tumultuous period of the history of France. What effect did that have on his life and work? He was very attuned to change occurring during his lifetime and drew inspiration from scientific progress, the rationalize of work, and dietary concerns that emerged as lifestyles began to evolve. His cuisine shifted to become more modern in the time when the old aristocracy was rubbing shoulders with the new monite classes. He now had to feed leaders of industry and other people who had less time to spend at restaurants. Are his dishes still served by today? Constantly take the peach melba, for example, a dessert inspired by the Australian soprano Nellie Melba. Today, it is a very classic in the restaurants everywhere. Aside from his signature dishes, he also revamped the basic French cuisine. He classified of sauces the foundation of the culinary excellence. The different stages for making them, the basis for sauces, and lengthy cooking times are still taught in the cooking in the school today. Escoffier name inseparable from another gourmet, a certain Cesar Ritz. They met in Monte Carlo in the early 1880 and got an immediately. This was an era where the first Palace Hotel were appearing, welcoming guests including international Prince and American industrialists such as Vanderbilts and the Rothschilds. Together, they founded all the leading hotels of the time. They launched the Grand Hotel National in Luzerne. They traveled in London for a lunch of the Savoy, a truly superlative establishment of its time. They bought with them the Kitchen Brigade, took the reins and enjoyed the outstanding success before returning to Paris to open other hotels such as the Ritz and the Palace Vendôme. Escoffier even made it to the United States, first by working for Transatlantic Ocean Liner, then as the champion of the Carlton's brand. Today, the association's disciples of Escoffier still has an American chapter with a large number of cooks as members. What more, chef, he He personally placed in restaurants in the United States, paid tribute to him by financing a museum in the honor in his native town in Villeneuve-Loubet near Antibes, and the school for training future generations. So thank you very much for our chef Escoffier. So when everyone during their era was very busy in the science, like Albert Einstein, Alexander Graham Bell, inventing some of their invention, which is also existing now. So Chef Escoffier is scrutinizing about the culinary. He inventing everything. He documented everything, from the small to big, from the kitchen brigade. Which was a very disaster during his time. It was very chaos. Imagine last time the cook, when they are going to do their serving or their cooking, they can smoke, or they can drink inside the kitchen, which is not hygiene, or it's not. It's not a part of the cooking, because if you're going to drink and smoke while cooking, for sure your cooking will be a disaster, and for sure the taste is just like anyhow, they're just putting anything. So he has a very good discipline, and actually this type of the kitchen brigade that he was practiced during those times is like a military. So it's like from general going to the lieutenant, and it's like going to the private. So from top to bottom, they have their own task, or they have their own job scope to do, and they have their own department. So he divided all of those departments, from hot and cold kitchen, from pastry, bakery, and everything. So hail to Chef Escoffier, and also Chef Karim, who started everything, documented everything. Basically, Chef Escoffier is the one who continue and make it a good system. So that's what we are now practicing everything. So that is the contribution of Chef Escoffier. Next time, I will be discussing all about the mise en place, the 5 mother sauces, and everything that was being taught by Escoffier. So long for those words. Please follow my Instagram at Sneaky Pong and Mr. Pong the Sneaky. Follow my YouTube channel at Pong the Sneaky, or you can follow also my fan page, the Culinary Bang Tattoo, my Facebook page, and you can follow also my website at Culinary Bang Tattoo at webpage.com, and you can follow my activities from there. Okay, so long for those words, and please stay tuned, and I will be having a lot of inspiring and very fact about the culinary. So okay, see you again on my next issue, or see you again on my next podcast. Please stay safe and out of danger. So please make your daily exercise, make yourself busy, or make yourself sweat. Yeah, so that one is just one of the way of fighting this COVID. And eat healthy. Don't, yeah, just always think of yourself. And with this type of situations, we need to be double careful. And okay, so long for the swords, and the taste is there, nice and lovely. I'll be catching you again on my next episode on this podcast. This is Pong and Sneaky. I will be sneaky again on the next issue. Thank you very much. Nice and lovely. The taste.